everything Lost, the internet has a few thousand options for you to choose from. Check it out.
Before Lost even premiered, suddenly there was all this buzz on the internet about this show called Lost. There are more websites on Lost than I have seen for any show, probably in the history of television.
Lost is the kind of show that, you know, in the old days we would have called a water cooler show. I think that we're going to start calling them message board shows, because that's what it is. The show ends and you run right to your computer and log on to your favorite, you know, message board, and you talk about it, people from all over the world.
We saw some fan sites as soon as the first shows went on the air, but they were sort of casual fan sites. I think it was between the second and third seasons that the fan base got really, really devoted because they had their theories and their feelings about where the show was going. It was that, I think, between those seasons that you saw the phenomenon really kick in.
The really good sites, they're updated. They keep the information coming, but also they have a great community. Sort of the aspect of fans coming together and having the ability to trade different theories, different ideas, coming up with their own different research. The Lost community is global. You see people from all over the place. I think the most amazing thing is they're not all geeks. I know people whose parents would never go on the internet for anything but email and maybe movie listings, who go to Lost message boards. The great thing about the fan sites is that it offers the community support to, you know, draw your attention to what things you might have missed, to help remind you of what's going on. Oh, people say Lost, you know, I'm confused, Lost is confusing. Lost is a show that asks you to pay a lot of attention.
The web helps people to remember everything that happened and connect the dots between those things. I would say the majority of the websites you find are fan-generated, but a lot of the best ones you find are the more structured ones that then have huge fan participation in them. The ABC site being one.
The creators of Lost have done this amazing thing, an alternate reality game, where there are websites scattered all over the place, hidden away. You get clues on the show, you get clues on TV commercials, you get clues sometimes even in the newspaper that point you to these sites that divulge hidden aspects of Lost itself. What's really cool about the Lost experience, they've actually turned these sites and the information revealed in them into big plot points in the show. There is stuff that actually pays off, and that by playing the game, by going to the sites, you're actually learning more about the real mythology of the show. It isn't just some kind of throwaway.
The thing that has made Lost a unique web presence is the show itself is very aware of the online sort of fan community, and I think pays attention to them and interacts with them and reads what they have to say, and there are things in the show that almost feel like a reaction to the fan community.
The Lost cast is incredibly active on the internet.
I would say that if you're reasonably articulate, if you can make a point, if you're a passionate fan of the show, and you write on any kind of high-traffic site, chances are your work has been in front of the producers or the star that you're writing about. It gives the audience power. I also think it gives the filmmakers power, because they know now that what their audience is reacting to. I think that's really liberating, is now you can write for that audience, you can indulge things, you can follow whims. I think it's got to be exciting on both sides.
If you're ready to log on and let your theories ring out, you might want to try some of our favorite sites. Lostpedia.com, which has all the info you could ever imagine needing. Fuselage.com, king of Lost forums. DarkUFO.blogspot.com, where all the fanboys and girls get their spoilers. DocArts.com, and 4815162342.com.